Morning, Trojans. Hope everybody's up and ready to roll after a extended weekend. Thanks to the volleyball team. Congratulations to them on their season. Great job. And hopefully now everybody's ready to get back to the grind. We have a full week of school this week, and then we have another short week next week. So hopefully you guys can survive the next 7 days of 7 school days and make it to Thanksgiving break. Next week, looking back at last week, our Monday mission was to keep our school clean. Keeping our school clean is a pretty easy process when everybody kind of just picks up after themselves or lends a helping hand and picks up after other people. Sometimes it's a little bit of annoyance to have to go pick up after others. But if you want to be a true Trojan, have pride in the things that you have, picking up after yourself, whether it be at lunch or picking up some trash that's on the floor in the restroom or any other part of the building, classrooms, hallways, etc. Just take a second and kind of help make the building look the way it needs to look by picking up after yourself and others. Last week's Students of the Week were Will Nickerson, Zach MacArthur, and Angie Corey. Congratulations to those three students. I'll be around to get a picture of you guys this week as well as next week's Student of the Week winners. This week's Monday mission. It might sound a little bit corny, but our focus is to try to be ninja quiet in the hallways. So we all know that a ninja is very sneaky and stealthy and can move around without being noticed. That's the kind of quietness that we want to see in the hallways. With our school building housing students from all the way from pre-K through seniors, one of the most important things to keep in mind is not everybody is on the same schedule. So just because the bell rings and we're moving to and fro during the building or throughout the building doesn't necessarily mean that other people are not having class or not in session. So it's important to remain quiet so that we don't disrupt the learning process for other students. So some ways or how and when to be ninja quiet in the hallway. One of the key times of the day is going to be heading to lunch. The lunchroom is located over in our elementary, and they are on a different schedule than middle school and high school students. So when you're heading to lunch, you need to be conscientious of when you're walking down the hallways, that you need to remain quiet, use an appropriate level, keep your hands and feet to yourself so that you can be as quiet as you can as you're walking past those elementary classrooms. Another time is a little bit more of an independent thing. So when you're going to your locker or to your coat hook in the hallway, you need to be ninja quiet. Just because you're not supervised or that you're out there with one or maybe no other people doesn't give you the freedom to just kind of be as loud as you need to be. So be conscientious of when you go into the hallways that there are other people that are having class and you don't want to disrupt their learning process. And then again, the last thing is the best thing you can do to be ninja quiet in the hallway is to remember your hallway expectations, your Trojan Way hallway expectations, which are keep your hands and feet to yourself and use the appropriate volume. You want to make sure that you are using your volume is at a low level. We're not saying that you can't conversate, but you need to make sure that you are understanding and being appropriate. Running in the hallways is not an appropriate way to be ninja quiet in the hallways. You just want to walk to and from where you're going to, keep your volume low, and keep your hands and feet to yourself. November's Trojan Way focus is ownership. The one thing to remember with ownership is that everybody makes mistakes. It's what makes you a true Trojan is accepting the responsibility for the mistake that was made. So just owning up, taking responsibility for your actions rather than trying to deflect the problem onto other people or deflect the problem away from yourself by talking about something that happened in the past and how somebody got away with such and such. It's really not relevant or important. Every situation's dealt with in the moment. So if you make a mistake, take responsibility for that mistake. And the consequences and everything like that will just happen and we'll move forward and it'll be a clean slate for everybody moving forward. So with that, I hope everybody has a great week and go Trojans.